Hello everybody, my name is Arpita Chaudhary. I am working as an assistant professor at Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Rama University, Kanpur. Today we will discuss a topic of physical pharmaceutics that is included in the syllabus of DPharm first year, and the topic is nomenclature of organic compounds. We will discuss about the basics of nomenclature of organic compounds today. So first of all, what is nomenclature? Assigning of names to structure, chemicals or any compound is known as nomenclature simply. Second one, organic. What do you mean by organic? Any chemical or structure or compound which have carbon-hydrogen bonds is said to be organic in nature. Simply, organic compounds can be divided in two parts, carbon-carbon open chain and cyclic structures. Okay. So coming on to the classification of organic compounds can be divided into two parts. First one, acyclic compounds. These are again open chain structures. Second one is cyclic compounds. They are closed chain structures. Acyclic compounds comprises of aliphatic compounds, and cyclic compounds, in cyclic compounds basically three divisions are there. That is, first one is alicyclic compounds, second one is aromatic compounds, third one is heterocyclic compounds. So we will discuss this first one, aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic compounds are again saturated or unsaturated. They can be saturated or unsaturated both. Saturated means single bond, that is in alkanes. Unsaturated means double or triple bonds in alkenes and alkynes. Acyclic organic compounds. Acyclic means they are not cyclic, they are open chain structures composed of open chain of carbon atoms. Open chain that I have told you earlier, they can be straight or branch. They can be straight open chain or they can be branched also, just like this one, branching can be there. No ring. They comprises of no ring. These are open chain structures. For an example, ethane that is composed of two carbons, ethane. Second one is propane, 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons, and isobutane. Basically, these are the examples of aliphatic compounds. Second one is alicyclic compound. Alicyclic compounds are cyclic structures. As we have discussed earlier, cyclic compounds, alicyclic, aromatic, heterocyclic. So, alicyclic compounds are cyclic structures. Second one, rings contain carbon atoms only. So, in their structure, in the structure of alicyclic compounds, carbon atoms are the only main atoms which are comprising a ring. Okay. Then third one is carbon atoms are joined by single covalent bond. Okay. So every carbon atom which is joined to the next carbon atom is composed of joined by mainly a single covalent bond. Okay. So these are the some properties of alicyclic compounds. So coming on to the example, first one is cyclobutane. Cyclobutane, cyclic structure, butane for 4 carbon and ane for alkanes. That's why cyclobutane. Second example is cyclopentane. Pentane is for 5 carbons. Cyclo because of cyclic structure, that's why cyclopentane. Third one is aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds, again they are cyclic structures. Unsaturated cyclic carbon containing ring compounds. Unsaturated means double bond or triple bond. Cyclic carbon containing ring compounds. Cyclic, they are cyclic structures. Carbon containing means they are containing carbon. Ring compounds in ring structure, or we can say cyclic structure, joined by covalent bond. They are also joined by covalent bond. The parent member is benzene here. So in aromatic compounds, benzene is the parent member, or we can say main ring. Basic ring is benzene. For an example, nitrobenzene. In nitrobenzene, just see benzene is there and nitro group is attached here. Toluene, CH3, that is methyl group is attached with the benzene ring. So, a third example, chlorobenzene. Chlorine is attached to the benzene ring. Fourth one, heterocyclic compounds. These are also cyclic compounds containing one or more heteroatom other than carbon atom. Carbon atoms are already present in the ring, but with these carbon atoms, one or more heteroatom can be present. Heteroatoms, in heteroatoms, we will count oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur like that, other than carbon atom. Okay. So for an example, furan, it is containing carbons as well as oxygen also. So oxygen is the heteroatom here, and that's why this is heterocyclic compound. Second example, pyridine. Pyridine contains nitrogen as well as carbons. Pyrrole, third example, that is nitrogen is present with carbon atoms. Coming on to the IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC provides rules to assign the names of organic structure. Basically, when names are provided to organic structures, then IUPAC nomenclature will play the role. Okay. Alkanes, coming on to alkanes, nomenclature of alkanes. For an example, here an example is given. So we have to, for naming the alkanes, we have to first select the longest chain. As we can see, this is the longest chain of carbon here. Okay, so 6 number of carbons are present here. Longest chain will be assigned as parent chain. Okay, parent chain. Then identify the branched chain. Identify the branch chain. This is the branched chain here. So this is the basically methyl group is attached. Identify the side from which the branching is nearer. Branching is nearer from this side, 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, 4th. This is the 4th carbon from here, and this is the 3rd carbon from here. So branching is nearer from this side, so we will number these carbon from this side only. 1, 2, 3. At 3rd position, branching is there, methyl group is attached, that's why 3 to the 3rd carbon methyl is attached, that's why 3. Methyl for methyl group, and hexane for 6. A number of carbons are 6 here, or we can say parent chain contains 6 number of carbons, that's why hexane. Okay. Coming on to cycloalkanes. What are cycloalkanes? A ring of carbon atoms joined by single covalent bond. These are cycloalkanes. Prefix in cycloalkanes, when we will assign the nomenclature, when we assign the names, so prefix cyclo is used and suffix according to the number of carbon present. Okay. So for an example, see here cyclopropane. Okay. So how it is cyclopropane? Propane for number of carbons are 3, that's why propane, and cyclo is attached in the prefix part because of this cyclic structure, that's why cyclopropane. Coming on to cyclobutane, again butane for 4 number of carbons are there, ring structure, cyclo because of the cyclic structure, cyclobutane. Coming on to alkanes. Alkanes, for alkanes, suffix -ene is used, prefix as per the number of carbon atoms present. For an example, see here example of propene is given. How it is named propene? Prop for number of carbons are 3 here, so 3 carbon alkene. Prop prefix, prop for 3 carbons, ene for double bond. Okay, so double bond is basically there, that's why propene. Coming on to alkynes. Alkynes, a hydrocarbon containing CC triple bond. Okay, carbon triple bond is present in alkynes, as we all know that. Suffix -yne, ine, is used in case of alkynes. Okay, example, for an example, just see ethine example is given. Ethine is again 2 carbon alkyne. Okay, and eth for 2 carbon, that is prefix. -yne, ine suffix is used for double bond. Okay, alkynes, -yne suffix is used, that's why ethine. Okay, some more examples are propyne, butane, pentane. That's all about today's lecture. Thank you.